Hi all, welcome back to my channel. Boy, do I have a terrifying story to share with you. A homeowner who lives in the area where Pennsylvania police are hunting a killer who escaped from prison says he heard the killer rustling around in his basement the day after he escaped. Then, he heard him taking food from his kitchen and watching him walk out his front door. He told his terrifying story to the news, and what makes it even more horrifying was that his children were home, in bed, sleeping, when he realized the killer was in his home.
Several updates today on the intense manhunt for an escaped prisoner in Chester County. Authorities said there have now been 4 credible sightings of Danelo Cavalcante since he broke out on Thursday, leading them to believe he's still in that area. Residents today being told to stay vigilant. Action News reporter Maggie Kent joining us now live in Pocopson Township once again. Maggie, you spoke with a man today who says he saw Cavalcante on Friday.
Absolutely terrifying experience, Brian. Ryan Drummond says that he was inside his home on Friday night. Now, Drummond lives here within this 2-mile search radius, closed to through traffic. All of the neighbors here in this wooded area, 2-mile search area, have been basically locked down since then as U.S. Marshals and state police continue their search.
My wife, I said, hey, I think there might be somebody downstairs. Get on the phone.
Ryan Drummond claims he saw Danelo Cavalcante, convicted killer on the run from Chester County Prison for 5 days now, inside of his home on Friday night around 11:45. After hearing rustling downstairs, Drummond says he rushed to his upstairs landing.
What I decided to do was flip the light switch on and off, 3 or 4 or 5 times, pause, and then he flipped the light switch from downstairs 3 or 4 times, which was the moment of like, oh my God, this guy is down there.
After making sure his children were sleeping in their beds, Drummond says he watched Cavalcante walk out of his home.
I saw him walk out of the kitchen and through our living room, kind of along the side, opened up that door, walked out. He was wearing a white shirt, had a bag.
Police arrived, but the man escaped back into the thick wood and brush after taking some food.
Peaches, apples, green snap peas had been missing. We have a bunch of little steak knives. It's possible that he could have also taken one of those.
State police leading this manhunt say there have been 4 confirmed sightings of Danelo Cavalcante within this 2-mile search area around Chester County Prison, with 2 break-ins recorded.
We can confirm that we have investigated actually 2 burglaries.
When asked about Drummond's account, state police remained intentionally vague.
That's within the search area, and yes, we have investigated a number of things within that search area. I don't want to get any more specific.
Again, Cavalcante was convicted of murder and sentenced to life in prison just 2 weeks ago. He's convicted of murdering his ex-girlfriend in 2021, and he's also wanted in his home country of Brazil for a 2017 murder. All that to say, investigators say this man is extremely dangerous. You should not approach him, and they say they are here out in force. So if you do give them a call, if you do have a sighting, they'll be there within moments. We're live in Pocopson Township. Maggie Kent, Channel 6, Action News.
Thank God he and his family are all right, and they just had a horrible scare. Police are still searching for Danelo Cavalcante and are urging residents in their search area in Pennsylvania to be careful, stay aware, and to keep their doors locked. They say they're going door to door, asking residents for permission to check their homes to keep them safe. This story is absolutely terrifying, like something out of a horror movie, and shows how on edge the residents in the area are.
Residents, of course, in the area are being told to stay inside and, as Eddie mentioned, to stay alert. As our Marcus Espinoza reports, the escape of this convicted killer has many folks on edge.
We are requesting that residents in the area of Pocopson Township remain inside. Lock your doors, lock your cars. He is still considered an extremely dangerous individual.
As the manhunt for convicted murderer Danelo Cavalcante drags on, neighbors in Chester County are heeding warnings from authorities to remain aware and vigilant.
We told the girls that there's a bad guy on the loose and that we're keeping them nice and safe.
Jessica and Dave Mullen live in the county and are aware of the manhunt going on at this moment. They've been transparent with their child of the serious nature of the situation and have taken extra precautions around the house.
We do have an internal alarm system that we set at night night, even before this happened. So, yeah, today we've just been open and honest with our daughters and making sure that they're aware.
Law enforcement today reiterating the point for neighbors to stay vigilant several times, and also described what they can expect if and when a law enforcement member arrives at your home.
Someone in uniform will go to a residence, knock on the door, potentially ask to enter their residence and clear their home if they're given permission to do so.
Joe and his wife, Kat Mundy, have lived in the county for nearly 30 years. They were getting ready to head to church today when we stopped by to chat. They say they're still living their lives, but some behaviors have changed and will remain so as long as the manhunt is on.
Being more cautious about keeping the doors locked, like when we come in and out. Normally when we're awake during the day, we just unlock them, but we're not doing that now.
Mundy says most of these neighborhoods around here are very tight-knit, and if one person sees something, everyone will quickly know about it.
And they tend to know what's going on, so I'm sure if they saw anything suspicious, they'd let everyone else know, as we would.
In Chester County, Marcus Espinoza, Fox 29.
For him going door to door, asking people to check their sheds, lock their doors, search their homes. The problem, though, is this is a heavily wooded area. Longwood Gardens, it falls right in the same search parameter that they're looking. So there's plenty of woods and plenty of homes and sheds and places that he could potentially be hiding.
Our presence in the area has only gone up since this positive sighting last night. The reason we had that sighting is because the public was vigilant.
Investigators believe this ring camera footage from Saturday around 1:40 in the morning shows who they believe is Danelo Cavalcante. This heavily forested residential area is the ground where over 100 investigators are looking for him. Police believe he's wearing prison-issued pants, a white shirt and white shoes with a backpack, and they say his appearance, seen here, hasn't changed.
He is a small man, approximately 5 feet tall, 120 pounds, with long curly black hair. Police have responded to well over 100 tips from varying neighbors in the area, including allegations of possible break-ins to residential homes in the vicinity within a 1 to 2 mile radius of the prison.
Law enforcement is encouraging the public to lock their doors and remain vigilant by searching their homes and checking sheds and other spaces that he may be hiding. Cavalcante was sentenced to life in prison late last month for fatally stabbing his girlfriend in front of her children in 2021. Authorities say he's also wanted in connection with a 2017 murder in Brazil.
Anything is possible. As we've indicated, this is a person who has evaded law enforcement for years. For homicide in Brazil, he's escaped from a prison. He escaped the first time when he killed the woman in Schuylkill Township in 2021.
Several roads are shut down as police continue to canvass a radius that spans several miles in each direction.
Please remain vigilant with your observations, especially given the long holiday weekend where people may be out of town. It's very likely that the suspect could attempt to break into one of those homes. Keep an eye on your neighbor's property if possible.
And of course, if you do see him, don't approach him. He is, of course, considered dangerous, so call police if you see him. Of note, Longwood Gardens, as I said, is included. They are shut down. They say until he's found. There's a note on their website. They say they're going to update it, and authorities are offering $10,000 for anybody that comes to them with any information that leads to Cavalcante's capture. In Chester County, Eddie Kadam, Fox 29 News. Dawn?
Hopefully he'll be captured soon before anyone gets hurt. Thank you so very much for watching. And I hope my very next video will be letting you know that he has been captured. Stay safe, and I'll see you on my next video.